Ron DeSantis is sort of backing off of his previous campaign style as his campaign is aggressively falling, sort of in shambles. And now, so we've seen previously he was kind of loosening up on the using of the term woke constantly, and instead it's the liberal narrative that he's kind of shifted his language to, or the leftist narrative instead of woke, because people started laughing every single time he says woke because he uses the term constantly. It seems to be the only thing that exists within his brain. And now he's also making the bold announcement that I think we've moved on from Disney. Our fight with Disney, we've moved on from it. Wow. Big changes to the DeSantis campaign. Very notable. Look at this.
No one has made Disney more money recently than me, because during COVID, they were open in Florida. They were locked shut in California. We said, we want you guys to operate because we understood how important it was that their cast members in Central Florida had the ability to make ends meet. And in fact, when Disney closed their parks, I didn't tell them to close. They did it voluntarily. We got all their employees' information. We ran them through unemployment. We helped them stay afloat until they could open again.
You got a beautiful desk back over there. Want to pick up the phone today?
Now he's terrified Disney's going to decrease their business there or harm because of how much money Disney brings into Florida, harm Florida. Listen, I was your biggest fan. I just really hated that you dared to say you support LGBTQ people.
Give Bob Iger a call, and if so, what would you say?
Well, here's the deal.
Because he wasn't even CEO when this happened.
No, I know, but
that other guy got booted. Bob Chapek.
No, I know. But here's the deal. I would just say two things. Apart from Florida, Disney's had a lot of problems, and I think that the skirmish they got in with these young kids, I think that's a symptom of why they're not doing as well, because I think parents have lost some confidence that this is a company that's really speaking to what they want, the way it had been traditionally.
I don't even know if that's happening, but if it is, if confidence is being lost, it's because a bunch of nonsense right-wing propaganda about Disney, propagandizing and lying to and indoctrinating your kids.
So I would just say, just as a parent, look, my wife and I, we got married at Walt Disney World, okay? And so it's not like we're opposed. I mean, we've appreciated working with them over the years. But I would just say, go back to what you did well. I think it's going to be the right business decision and all that. But where we are today, we've basically moved on. They're suing the state of Florida. They're going to lose that lawsuit. So
Okay. We basically moved on, he says. I guess this is a part of the second, third reboot his campaign has had. They keep doing these reboots as they're reported on. Kind of a bunch of staff will get let go and a bunch of changes will be made, I guess, to the style of the campaign. And it hasn't been helping. Every reboot marks a further decline, which is fine with me. And a good sign of this, or another example of this, I should say, is Mediaite reporting new poll. Chris Christie vaults ahead of DeSantis in New Hampshire, now second behind Trump. A new poll out of Emerson College in New Hampshire still shows former President Donald Trump with a big lead in the first in the nation GOP primary. Unsurprising. But there is a stunning change to the second spot in the poll. As former New Jersey governor, Chris Christie has overtaken Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. While the competition remains not even close, Trump maintains a wide 40-point lead as a GOP frontrunner with the support of 49% of Republican primary voters in New Hampshire. It's very notable that not only has Christie jumped ahead of DeSantis, who is now polling in the single digits, Christie still has a long way to go to catch Trump, as he only edged out DeSantis at 9%. So it's not to say that Chris Christie is going to be able to beat Trump in New Hampshire. Trump's obviously unfortunately going to be the nominee, but it's notable that now Chris Christie's beating DeSantis. Now, New Hampshire is expected to be Chris Christie's best state, so this doesn't reflect nationwide. But what's super interesting about it is that Ron DeSantis has been getting asked about his bad polling, or his declining polling, I should say, because a lot of the candidates besides Trump have lower polling than DeSantis, but it's the rapid decline of his poll numbers that is very notable and interesting to people. And when he gets asked, he'll say, hey, listen, this is a state-by-state competition, and we're thinking about the early states, then we'll worry about the entire country. We're worrying about the early states, but New Hampshire's the first for the GOP primary. And so clearly he's not doing a good job of focusing on the early states and getting some momentum there. than worrying about the rest of the competitions. So as I've been saying, it's not that we're excited about the alternative, that Trump's going to be the nominee. Obviously, that's horrible, but just DeSantis and the danger that his ideology poses in and of itself is good to see fail. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to be a part of what makes this show possible, plus get access to the full video version of the show hours before all the clips are able to be uploaded to the YouTube channel, plus get the bonus show on the weekends, you can do so by going to lukebeasleyshow.com/membership. That's lukebeasleyshow.com/membership, and there's a link in the description.